We've got a de jure form of government. I'll dare to say a republic, because that democracy is pretty tricky.
Democracy is the tone of government. This is the republic of the people, for the people, by the people.
What?
The other stuff is just the tone of government. If it wasn't, they had to fight for the two aspects: those that had a resource and those that's willing to work for the resources.
You got the Democrats and the Republicans.
They're carpool every day.
See, now we're dealing with corporate structures. And then the dynamics or the semantics of structures, really. Because you got a corporate government, and then you've got a republic that's supposed to be for the people, by the people, or that it's stated to be professed and proclaimed to be for the people, by the people, of the people.
It's a corptocracy. It's about what the corporations that come in, that they will offer jobs and security to the people stay brand affiliated, become loyal, they stay with the companies like Walmart. They come in any community, whether it's a suburban area or urban area, and shift the competitive market, being a large supplier. You knock out the mom and pop stores, which are the backbone of the economy since day one.
Wow.
Since we think about Egypt as them being one of the major producers of oil, they've got a gross national product. So that's going to lead to the question of then what product are you offering, and do you want to exchange with that country? See, when you're thinking about our product lines, we want to think about locations and places where you can distribute these goods. And so, since that's a country or a place of origin for us, where our people once inhabited and were dominant, we were governing.
And it looked like when you look on the news and see the protesters, they don't even look like us.
Due to mixing and amalgamation and the European invasions of our lands, raping and pillaging, the children and killing the men, and, fantasizing and romanticizing, having you to ingest lies, brings about, that perfect illusion of confusion, which is someone over in a hot climate, and it looks like they don't have a lot of hue. And see, you have to actually ask them their nationality, because when you trace the bloodline, it could be a one drop, of some rich melanin, be it in their hair or in their eyes.
People gonna say any of their photo album, and within 2 or 3 generations, they'll start getting darker. I'll give it 2. Their daddy's daddy is about getting dark. And the thing is, the biggest ploy is to show you that, like you said, look like a whole lot of Europeans, and that these are not your people.
Right.
This is what Noble Drew Ali did, was to reattach us to the family of nations. That we understand the problems in Liberia, Sierra Leone, Somalia, the Congo, the Caribbean. These are all our people. Even Marcus Garvey told us that. Africa exists where Africans are. And everybody named Mama know that we've been spread across the whole world, not just through slavery, just spread across the whole world, because all human beings migrated from Central Africa.
And we had to civilize the world, so
where is Africa?
Around the world. Currently, so-called Africa is across the Atlantic Ocean, but ancient Africa is right here, where we stand right now. Some people think it's Detroit, Michigan, but it's actually Detroit. And you deal with some of the indigenous, and they'll tell you that this is the mound. And so you have to be careful in the names that you use to identify people, places, and locations, because it will bring about a story and a position of what is real and what is not real. Because you got a lot of boundaries or apparent boundaries. A lot of claims are being made to various lands, and they're backed by force of arms, which is still reflective of an uncivilized form of government. Because Malcolm X told us best, There's no way that we can protect anyone because our protection comes from the great universal creator, Allah, him or herself, you know, and herself. And so that whole concept of having destructive means to counter your destructive means is a degradation in itself. But due to the constant, perpetual marketing of survival of the fittest, again, the glory and the honor has been misplaced. And so you appear to be honorable by having a strong standing army. But thank heavens in this 21st century, you know, you can use your mind. Mind, you know, can be used as a protective device. See, notice I didn't say weapon. Because it's something, you know, different than having a protective device and a weapon. I think it is, anyway. And so we use our mind to create our own world. So therefore we can continuously abound in peace, love, you know, harmony, justice, prosperity, and abundance. These are the things that, you know, we are always reprogramming ourselves to exist in the state of when it comes down to all of this big business. So once again, you know, being a master coach, I must ask you, you know, what is your business? You know, what type of services or products do you have, and where would you like to have them in constant demand? You know, which country? Let's pick about, you know, 10 to 100 countries where we want to set up shop.
A headquarters.
And actually, you know, empower people to express the creative genius of the human spirit. And so we want to, you know, experience the goodness of technology, which is, you know, creation. And you can make something more efficient, more accessible. And so here in the Wealth Building Network, we're connected. We've got Sergeant Slaughter Returns, you know, empowering us about tax laws. So that's always, you know, something that you need to function properly. You need that type of key information.
Accounting, bookkeeping, income tax.
Accountability, learn the difference in income, wages, salary,
sales taxes,
excess tax, property tax. There's a lot to learn in our business development one-on-one with being able to, you know, build your team, your five superstars, if you will, which is the accountant, Title 42 lawyer, the office manager, investment insurance teammate, and your communication specialist. We must keep our team together, help each other to perform our 7 highest priority action items. And so we want to get a reminder from one of our official superstars as to what that could be, you know.
Yeah, take the time to sit quiet, breathe deep, and ask your soul guide for guidance. You know, what is your 7 highest priority action steps in order to help you fulfill your mission and your vision for that day? And so that's going to come from within, and we have to take that time to go within. And so a lot of times when we don't take that time to go within and ask our spirit guides for guidance, we're going off the cuff. We're really shooting from the hip. We're not using the goods that our ancestors and our elders, you know, set up for us to use to make sure that we would succeed.
So when would be the ideal time to do this, what you're talking about? Because I come to find that it's so easy.
Do it right now.
To do something else.
But first thing in the morning, as soon as you get up, and the last thing at night before you go lay it down, it will be a great time to take that time to sit, do reflection. They say reflection is the business of man.
All right.
So you got to be able to take that time to breathe deep and go within, go to Alpha, and do the work. So our self-talk produces 100% of the results.
Wow. And if you're working with the team, working the perfect process,
and your self-talk produces 1,000% of the results.
Wow.
You're able to do those type of numbers. You're able to know that the work is your self-talk, and so that you're in the exact perfect position to succeed. We have everything we need, and so it just takes that time to really be able, before you go running around, before you got to go anywhere and do anything and find anything or look for something, take the time to sit quiet, breathe deep, and ask for that inner guide, that inner soul guide to give you that wisdom. So, super excited, heavily delighted that you showed up. It's that perfect position to succeed.
Yes!
Yes. Baby. Get us online.
www.cbpm.org/Wealth Building Network. We rich. We got our minds right.